Bryant to the rim. Whoa.
It's about what, doing it big or going home. I'm focused on my plan, in my mind in the zone. I wanna be one of the greatest that ever made it, one of the best that did it, coming with it. Understand this is all I think about, all I ever wanna do, all I ever work for. So ain't no giving up, and up to the limit, just to win it is a must. Now you see what it takes to be on top, don't stop. Now you see what it takes to be on top, don't stop.
Bryant for the win. He is a remarkable talent. I mean, he got into one of those zones, and I've said it many times. It's all right for regular players to get in a zone, but when you're the best player and you get in a zone, that shouldn't be fair. And it wasn't fair.
Access, watch the progress, can't be done, man, I'm the champion.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Worldwide Laket Talk Live. We are in the house. That's right, Rex. Lake Show, baby. Last time we did a show, I was saying I hope that we can get the split at least with OKC, and we did that with the resounding yes. At least today, I know we have the split. I know they're probably going to try to come back with a vengeance because the next game is at home as well. But today's game gave me the confidence that we might actually be able to beat them twice in their own building. So right now, I'm currently keeping my eyes on the Pacers versus the Nuggets game. 15 seconds left, 120, 122, Pacers are up. Right now, tonight, you know, Laker fans, we want the Nuggets to lose and we want the Warriors to lose. So if the Nuggets lose, that'll put us in better shape to keep that 3 seed. And if the Warriors lose, even better shape for us to keep the 3 seed and win the Pacific Division. So right now, we're in good shape. Our destiny is our own hands. Like if we went out, no matter what, we would keep the 3 seed. But there's a bunch of different scenarios that happen if we lose like 3 games. If we lose like 3 games in this final stretch of the Final Four, which I don't see happening because we're playing really good ball. Listen, let's get to the OKC game. But hold on. All right, so right now the Pacers are up 123, 120 with 15 seconds left. Look like they fouled and they're shooting free throws. So we're going to keep an eye on that as the show goes, and I'll give you guys the final count hopefully soon. Right now, the Rockets are up on the Warriors 81-76, but we know ain't nothing safe but a 30-point lead versus Steph. And even then, that's still just a notion, right? But the Lakers are in good position. The Lakers played great ball today, y'all. Like, they played really good ball today. You had Luka came out aggressive and set the tone. And that's what I like, right? When Luka comes out aggressive like that and he sets the tone, we're a hard team to beat. So once he set the tone like that, the rest of the team kind of fell in line and played alongside with him. And, man, we had a great game. And LeBron didn't even have to do a lot of heavy lifting today, right? It was Luka and Reeves doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And this is something that I'm keeping an eye on because I feel like towards the end of the season, the last 3 years, you know, you had LeBron playing himself into the ground basically and damn near dying before the playoffs start. And then by the time we got to those Denver Nuggets series, he was out of gas. He was gassed out. And I don't think that's going to happen this time. I don't think we're gassed out. Okay, so right now it's 124-120 with 15 seconds to go. Pacers are up on the Nuggets. We need the Nuggets to lose again. And let's check the Rockets. The Rockets 81-76. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. This is a low-scoring game. A lot of these teams in the West, we having like playoff-type games because the standings are going to matter until the very end, right? So you're going to get some good basketball from all the Western Conference teams that are in the running, like 1 through 11 in these last, 4 or 5 games. So if you can, try to watch all the games. If you just like, besides watching the Lakers, if you just like watching basketball, you're about to see some really good basketball because a lot of teams on the West, you're not going to get a chance to rest your players. You're not going to get the chance to chill into the playoffs because these standings are going to matter. Like you would think OKC would rest their players, but they're not resting their players because OKC doesn't have the tiebreaker over the Cleveland Cavaliers. So they're fighting for home court advantage throughout as well with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So they're going to probably play all the way up until the end as well, even though they're like damn near 10 games above everybody on the West. they still fighting for position with the Cavaliers. So you have that battle going on. And now teams 3 through 8 are all basically 2 games apart. Like every game, like almost every team is only like 2 to 2.5 games apart from the 3 seed to the 8 seed. So that's going to be a tight crunch all the way through. So make sure you keep an eye on that. All right, the final, Pacers beat the Nuggets 125-120. That loss and our win today helps us shore up that third spot even more. So now we got to keep an eye on that Golden State Warriors series and see what they're going to, the Golden State Warriors game, and see what they're going to be doing against the Rockets. So today, again, we need the Rockets to win. And we have, if the scenario basically now is if we go 3-2, we'll pretty much get the 3 seed. If we go, well, that was before today's game. So if we go 2-2 now, we'll pretty much have the 3 seed locked up. But hey, today was a good game. It was good to see. Let's talk about, some of the things that I liked today that was going on in that game. Pacing. Today was the pacing that the Lakers needed, and that's why we were getting up and down. We were scoring. Our defense was really, really good today. It was JJ is putting these guys in some good defensive schemes that I've been noticing. So we kind of want to make sure we keep that up. You know what I'm saying? We keep doing what we're doing, and it's like the perfect right, like it's the right time for us going into the playoffs to start building momentum the way we are. Everybody knows Luka comes alive in the playoffs. He plays better in the playoffs, kind of like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Buckets, he saves all his for the playoffs. But listen, today's showing was a little bit of what I think you're going to see in the playoffs. I think today was a little bit of the X's and O's and the kind of intensity and the execution that we'll need to win. And if we play like we played today consistently, I've been saying this, but even today it was more. Today was even more showing me that it's going to be hard for almost any team to beat us in a 7-game series. All right. Jake Thomas said, "You think the Lakers sitting players Tuesday?" No, I don't think so. We can't. I don't think we can. I don't think we can afford it, Jake. I think until we lock up that 3rd seed, we're going to have to play everybody because we're not going to get to rest nobody because, like I said, there's only 2 games separating seeds 3 through 8. So as of today, even the A seed can still move up to the 3 seed. Probably not the 2 seed, but the A seed can still move up to the 3 seed and everybody in between. So from 3 to 8, it's a dogfight right now, Jake. So I don't think anybody is going to be able to sit their players, the next few games if you're in that 3 to 8 and you're trying to win or trying to jockey for position and change your trajectory of where you're going to be at the end of the season. So no, Jake, I don't think they're going to be able to sit their players. I think everybody's going to have to play, and we're going to have to it's going to be a dogfight out west. It's a dogfight out here for the playoffs until the end. All right. So Jake said, "I agree. I heard them ask JJ, and his response sounded shady. LOL. I'm going to the game also, so I want to see all of them." Oh, that's what's up, Jake. Good luck, man. I hope they give you a good showing on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I hope they give you a good showing and you get to enjoy the game. But no, I don't think they're gonna sit them, man. Only unless somebody's hurt or they feel like maybe LeBron is feeling a little strain and maybe he'll. At the most, I would see them letting LeBron sit, but I don't see LeBron sitting, honestly, at where we are in the pole position at this time for the playoffs for 3 to 8. So I don't think we're gonna be sitting anybody, Jake. So I think you in luck that all the standings are so close, so they're gonna have to play. You know what I mean? You're in luck because usually, like you said, at this part of the season, a lot of times teams are sitting their star players and getting ready for the playoffs or resting unless they're fighting for a playoff spot or trying to fight for the play-in like we have been the last few years. Luckily, right now, that's not the case. I don't feel like we're fighting for the play-in, but we are fighting to make sure that we keep 3 or 4 seed. Like can't go below the 4 seed. And if we get that 3 seed and we get to have home court throughout until we get to, the team with the better home court, I think the league is going to be in trouble because we've been playing great at home. Absolutely, Jake. Anytime. Go Lakers. And thanks for watching, man. Thanks for tuning in. And, thanks for your comment. I really appreciate it. Spread the word to all your other Laker fam and Laker friends that we do the show, Worldwide Laker Talk. It's either post-game show, pre-game show. We do pre-draft shows, all that. But this is just Laker Talk for Laker fans. And that's what we're talking about. Oh, Q is joining us today.
What's up, man?
Hey, man, did you see the Nuggets just lost to the Pacers? We needed that.
I needed that bad. And right now, Houston up on
Golden State. Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on that. And it's a low scoring game. I was looking at the score like this is going to the fourth quarter.
Steph had one basket at halftime. Like Denver, I mean Houston, man. Let me tell you, Udoka. I know he's a shady ass person. he asleep with your wife, but Duke a coach. he can coach. He got them boys playing. And if they messed around and get a Kevin Durant next year, ain't gonna be a problem.
No, that's real talk, man. That's real talk. Because even when we played them the last game, we played them. I'm like, they got something over there. I think they just need a vet. I think they missing a vet.
They got a bunch of young dudes that's long, athletic, and play defense.
And can put the ball on the floor when they need to.
Yeah.
And put the ball on the floor when they need to. So, all right. So tell me what you saw, because I was talking about what I saw in the game today that I liked, and I feel like it's kind of a little bit of a preview of what we could do in the playoffs, but also today's win gave me the confidence that we could probably actually win 2 in OKC's building for one. And I think we are in a place where we probably might go 3-1 down the stretch, but I'll take 2-2 to keep us in a third seed. What's your thoughts?
Well, I would start with the game first. That was Dallas Luka. Right there. I think a lot of people forget that's who put OKC out the playoff last year when it was the first seed.
Yeah,
it was Luka.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people were like concerned about because they go with the Twin Towers with the two bigs, but as you can see, Luka gonna hunt your big, and if you a team that's committed to switching, and he ended up getting the big, you gonna get what you get today. I think that there's a formula that they're developing, and that's Luka come out aggressive in the first quarter, and LeBron is more aggressive in the fourth quarter. I saw that against the top teams where we have won. Well, today was such a blowout. We didn't really.
I did not see that coming. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. But I knew they was in trouble when I saw that Gabe Vincent and Derek Finney-Smith was hot. Because like I said, if teams gonna get them like that, to me that's the only reason why we lost to Golden State. They missed their open looks.
I'm glad you said that. I was about to say,
give us those same looks.
I was gonna say those shots you said they missed against Golden State that we would have won. They made those shots today.
Yeah, they made those shots. Give us those open looks. I dare Golden State do that again. Get them those same looks again and see what and watch what happens. And so what you're saying is when Austin Reeves, who's becoming a downright assassin. I know, man, a couple of Laker fans a couple of years ago, like, he ain't worth $100 million. We'll be in trouble right now if Austin Reeves was a free agent.
Yeah, for real. Because you have to pay that man.
Yeah, Austin Reeves on another team. If Austin Reeves on, he'll probably average like 25.
Yeah.
He averaging 20, 21, 22 as the third option on the Lakers. That's the third option. And it's not like he don't cook teams' best defenders, because he do.
That's what I was gonna say. And I said, you know what I like? That hesitation, that slight hesitation we saw the last 2 years where he would feel like he got to give it to LeBron, or he got that shit gone. The hesitation of not going to the bucket when he got to open, because there was always like he had that game, but you could tell he felt like he had to defer all the time.
Oh no, nah. He out there looking LeBron off and pulling from the logo now.
with a hand in his face.
Yeah. Austin Reed has definitely arrived. But I think that what you saw today, Lou Dort would normally guard LeBron,
Yeah,
but now he can't guard LeBron. You have to put Dort
on Luca.
on Luca. So it just shows how having a player like Luca has completely switches how teams defend us, because now LeBron is getting team's second best defender, and Austin Reeves is getting the third best defender, and he's cooking.
And
And,
you know what else I know? And you know what else I know is I don't think I've ever seen LeBron get to play this much one-on-one ball without being double teamed in
yeah,
I don't know how long. Like we've been seeing
ever.
LeBron go to the post with no double, so he get to really work. Like he's
Yeah.
Charles Barkley backing down.
Oh yeah. And also for the fact he could, like, he paces himself before, but it was costing us because like, damn, if
Yeah,
LeBron play harder than third, I mean, in the first quarter, he gonna be burnt out by the fourth. Now he can actually, like, when he went to the bench and Luca was still in, we went up by 9.
yeah. And he didn't have to do a lot of heavy lifting today.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he was the third scorer. He was the third scorer today. He ended up, what did he end up with, like 18?
Uh-huh.
But he had 15 till late in the fourth.
Yeah, and he scored some meaningful drives here and there when the game was like, when we was like 10 point,
Get
12,
some
13 point
momentum.
game.
Yeah.
But outside of that, man, it just shows when we on there. That's why all this people, oh, I don't want to play this team. I'm like, look, man, healthy, I'll play. I think we could play anybody.
I was gonna say healthy, we're gonna be hard to beat in 7 games because you gotta beat it. Yeah.
Because you really relying on at this point,
Mm-hmm.
you're hoping that Austin Reeves don't have a good game.
Yeah. Yeah.
like you're praying, but he has your third or fourth best defender, and then when you give him LeBron those type of, like you said, LeBron is getting one-on-one matches because they like they're I ain't never seen, think about this. LeBron is on the court with somebody,
Uh-huh.
and the other person is getting trapped before they cross half court, and LeBron is on the court.
Yeah. 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 Because they be blitzing. They try to blitz him as soon as he take 1 foot over the half court. Every team, they try to blitz him. They feel like that's the only way. But like you said earlier, on the chat, he was picking their ass apart. You trying to blitz him, he's making the right pass.
Yeah. I mean, in the passes he throw, like I said, it all. If those other guys hit their shots, we could beat anybody because they getting wide open shots. These are wide open shots, and there's only so much. And and the thing about it, we have 3 players that can create for the other people, which is rare. Very few teams are throwing 3 playmakers out there at the same time.
At the same time,
we got Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. They all could create for other people and get their own shot. Very few teams. So not as much trash everybody was talking about. We don't want to see OKC. Like I think we create some matchup problems for them just as well.
Yeah.
I think over a series, they size will give us a problem here and there.
Steph Curry got 3 points in the fourth quarter.
I'm telling you, dude, Houston defense is impressive.
Houston is up currently, y'all. Houston is up 91-81. And in this kind of game in the fourth quarter, 91-81, that's like a 20-point lead in the kind of game where ain't nobody scoring.
Yeah. Because that's what Houston want to do. Houston wanted they want to mud up the waters, have a knockout, drag out fight, and just overwhelm you with their athleticism and length. And because Houston is not a good team as far as shooting wise, but they get a lot of they like one in offensive rebounds. So although they miss a lot, they got you working because they gonna get a lot of putbacks.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. And then as far as how we could finish this off, I'm curious to see if OKC gonna play their regulars on Tuesday because they are a SGA tweak ankle from being out in the first round.
Well, you know what the problem is, and I learned this today, Quincy. The reason they playing all their players still down the stretch, they don't have a tiebreaker against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, I mean, but
So if they
wait,
trying to get home court advantage all the way throughout, they
yeah,
still gotta
yeah,
beat out the Cavs.
but you gotta get through the juggernaut of the West for you and think
Yeah,
about the Cavs and just have confidence that you can still one game in Cleveland.
yeah,
You know, because if you playing SGA, these meaning I think they're I if I was coach, I would probably play him one more game,
yeah.
and then I would completely
Let the chips fall where they may.
yeah because you got home court advantage throughout the Western Conference. There's absolutely I mean, and if you only
And the
just
only
work
team like you, because if you get Boston, you even have home court
yeah
against Boston.
you
Like you know what
yeah
I'm saying? You have home court
so
against everybody except the Cavs.
yeah, so you just worry about the Cavs who might not even get by Boston. I wouldn't risk it. Like I said, I would if I was OKC, I would play my guys against the Lakers and uh like I said, probably one more game and that's it.
Hmm.
Um
Yeah,
if Houston win this game and we continue to win or if we lose one, I think if Houston win two more games, I think by Friday they're gonna sit their guys out too.
Houston.
Cause yeah,
So you
cause
said
we play
we might
we
not play
play
their
them
main
Friday,
guys.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel what you're saying. Yeah,
yeah. Depending on because I think they have 27 losses. We have 30, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I see them probably if they win two more games and
They got a
with
second seed locked up.
with the Lakers, they say Lakers. Even if we beat OKC and Dallas, it's going to be only two games left. We won't have enough games to catch them by Friday
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we'll have they'll be ahead of us three in the loss column with two games left. We won't be able to catch them anyway.
yeah.
So we probably won't even see their players on because I I want us to uh sweep these next three games. So against Portland, we won't be playing nobody.
Right, right. So you get like a weekend, more than a week with
Yeah,
the weekend coming up.
yeah. Plus, you don't want to Portland up there playing hard and shit, and
Yeah,
you already clinched the third seed. We don't need none of that right now.
yeah,
So the Lakers need to beat OKC, beat Dallas and Houston, and then we would clinch because now we're two games
from
above
clinching.
Denver
Yeah,
because Denver got 32 losses and we have 30. Golden State would have 32 losses. So we need to win at least
two
two of
games.
the next three
Yeah, that's what I said. We went two more
that have
games.
that
We should
third
be
seed.
good.
That have that third seed, and then let Bronny go against Portland.
Yeah, right now Rockets are up. Rockets are up by 13, 99-86 with 3 minutes and 46 seconds to
Oh
go.
yeah. That game is over. Although it is Steph, but
I would say it is.
it is
Steph is
Steph.
known to go crazy with 3
But
minutes
but
left.
the, but the way how Houston play is
Yeah, I would
they
say.
muddy up the waters so much. But yeah, so that would put us up two games on them. So we would really need to win two of the next three games, and then, like I said, let Bronny and Jemison and them go against Portland because we don't need LeBron. Don't need to be against. We need to go in these playoffs healthy.
I got a feeling Luka gonna go full Luka against the Mavericks. So I'm
Yeah,
counting that as a win. I'm his first time back in Dallas.
yeah,
I think we're gonna win that game.
yeah. Yeah. Luca, he mad at Dallas.
And that's gonna be like a home game back on his home court for him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shout out
So,
from the Philippines. That's what's up. What's up, Ian? Let's go Lakers.
yeah, man.
Yeah, 126 to 99, bro. Woo.
Yeah, so it's panning out the way because what I'm hoping for is uh Golden State and Denver is that 4-5 matchup, and they be in
Uh,
the same up there at the higher bracket with OKC. Let them beat up on one another. Although the Lakers bracket will still be tough because even if you have like the Clippers
Clippers in
against
Minnesota.
Clippers, Minnesota, and Houston,
Yeah.
like because if the Clippers draw Houston, I don't know if that's a good matchup for Houston.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a playoff preview. We're gonna have to come back and do a playoff preview once it's
Yeah.
all settled.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk about the matchups because I don't know if Houston want the Clippers. I don't know if that's a good matchup for Houston.
I think because the Clippers are in 8th right now, right?
Yeah.
The OKC, that's a bad matchup for OKC too, really.
Oh, the Clippers.
Yeah.
Clippers
one of them 7th and 8th seeds, like when we were in the bubble, where you like it's not a real 7th, 8th seed because they was a 7th, 8th seed without Kawhi, but when Kawhi comes back, that's a totally different team.
Yeah, they're not a real 7, 8 seed. But I just think the irony of going against SGA, who Kawhi had get traded for Paul George.
Yeah,
he SGA might come up a little motivated.
Yeah. Yeah. So as it stands right now, it'd be the Thunder versus. Oh no, the Clippers to move up to 7th today.
Okay, so the Clippers will play Houston.
Yeah, so as it stands, it'd be the Thunders will be playing the Grizzlies. That's what I want. I want us to get the Grizzlies in the first round because I know we personally have a hatred for them and we play very disrespectfully against them dudes.
Yeah, and they self-destruct.
They all the time. all the time. I think they got the same personality as Ja Morant. The team has Ja's personality.
I think they're gonna trade him.
But they've been losing like crazy since they fired the coach.
Yeah, that seems like something else.
Like that's why I said it gotta be.
Because I can't see. I was trying to think a team because at that time they fired the coach. They was like the 4th or 5th seed.
Yeah.
And you fire coach, you 4th or 5th seed.
Yeah, they was 4th. They was 4th when he got fired.
Yeah, like a month before the playoffs. It's crazy.
So Marcus said Minnesota, Clippers, Grizzlies all tied for 6. Oh, I said it's gonna be a dogfight. Like all these, if y'all want to see some good basketball, watch these Western Conference games this week because it's gonna be playoff intensity, just like that Laker Golden State Warrior game.
That Indiana Denver game was good. I was watching that, and I was talking to my cousin. I said it's a lot better when you can watch these games and they all intense, but you don't have the fan emotional tie to it.
Yeah.
So you just like, y'all just beat the hell out of one another.
Yeah. Yep. And they said the Lakers have the hardest. We have the hardest schedule down the stretch in the league, not just the West, the entire league. We got the last.
We play the 1st and 2nd seed 3 times in our next 5 games. Which, like I said, I don't know if OKC gonna play their regulars on Tuesday, and then by Friday, if Houston went out, because don't Houston have another game? Like, don't they have like the Clippers or Denver?
Let me tell you, Houston has Clippers, us, and Denver.
Oh, yes. See? Memory is solid. But that Denver game probably ain't gonna mean nothing for them. It's probably gonna mean something for Denver.
Yeah.
Because at this point, Denver is playing for home court advantage with the 4th, 5th seed.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hell, they might end up a playing team because how many losses Denver have now?
Currently, let's see. Right now, Denver is 47 and 32.
Yeah, so they got the same amount of losses as the Clippers.
Yeah.
They all got 32 losses.
And
Jamal Murray been out the last week and a half with a hamstring injury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why he's been losing because they've been relying on Westbrook to close some games. So they just lost this game. They lost tonight against the Pacers. It's like their 4th consecutive loss.
Wow.
They lost 4 in a row.
And this is a bad time to start losing momentum going into the playoffs. This is a bad time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Houston is up 103-90 on the Warriors with a minute and 42 seconds left. This is a big loss for the Warriors, and this was a good day for the Lakers.
Who the Clippers have?
For the
Cause
next,
shit, they might be able, they might sneak up into the 4th or 5th seed.
Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see. It's so crazy how the standings are, man. Like how close everything is. I don't even
Yeah,
know
man.
how.
I mean, when you talk about like the 2nd seed to the 8th seed is 5 games apart. I don't think I ever seen anything like that before.
Yeah, hold on. How many games Clippers got left? Clippers. There we go. So they have the Spurs Tuesday.
They'll beat them.
Hold on. Why is it not giving me all the Clipper games? The games. Okay, there we go. They have Spurs, Rockets. Rockets playing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Spurs, Rockets, the Kings, and the Warriors.
Oh, yeah. Because all those teams battle for position.
All
So,
of them.
yeah.
So all their games going. They're gonna have to play.
Because now they tied with Golden. They all got 32 losses. I
Yeah,
think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Denver, Golden State, Memphis, Minnesota, and the Clippers all have 32 losses.
you are correct. Well, now the Warriors too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it'd be Warriors, Timberwolves, Clippers, Grizzlies 32, and the Kings 40. Like a big
Yeah.
dip between them and the
I,
Kings.
I don't know. I don't know those teams' tiebreaker situation. So yeah. So all those games gonna mean something.
Yeah. The good thing is we got tiebreaker on most of these teams under us.
Oh yeah, Lakers have tiebreaker on.
Like
They
the only
have to.
thing that would have hurt us is if the Warriors would have won the Pacific, because that would have took all of our
Yeah,
tiebreakers.
but they have a tiebreaker on them too.
Yeah.
We 3-1 on them. We have the tiebreaker on Denver. We have the tiebreaker on Minnesota. We have the tiebreaker on the Clippers and
Yep.
Memphis. The only
And
teams we don't have a tiebreaker on is OKC and Houston, and that was going to be solved this week. So we
yeah.
play them. Yeah, because if a team is in another conference and you win your division, you win the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. What up, John? Fly Poet Hensley, John Fly Poet, my guy. He said, who do you guys think is going to get pinched out of the Lakers playoff rotation? Well, it's looking like already Dalton Connect, but I think everybody else we've seen on the regular, I think that's going to be the rotation.
Yeah, I think Dalton would be the ninth man. I think he would I think if you see a situation like in the Golden State game, I don't think JJ gonna make that mistake again where we on a 6-minute drop, we can't get a basket.
Yeah.
Finney Smith is 0 for 6. Gabe Vincent's 0 for 5. I think you'll see him try to get Dawson in to see if he could get a bucket or get how to get going. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think for the most part it's gonna be the 8-man rotation. You're gonna have your starters: Austin Reeves, Luka, LeBron, Rui, Jackson Hayes, and then your bench guys are gonna be Gabe Vincent, Finney Smith, Vando, and then I think it's gonna be situational with Dalton.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
The
it.
situation with Dalton and who's the other big center, football player center?
Well, yeah, because they
You think
Jovan
Goodwin is going
Buha.
to get any time?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Goodwin. I know I was missing somebody. No, Goodwin. I think you'll probably see. I don't know. JJ seemed to be struggling how to use Vando. He's like
Yeah.
Goodwin more than he used than like
Yeah.
Vanderbilt. But
Well, cause like you said,
Vanderbilt
he's using Vando more as a power forward center when he should
yeah,
be using him as a perimeter on a
yeah,
perimeter.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully LeBron will get in his ear about that come
Yeah.
playoff time, and they just not showing their hand because I kind of noticed in the Golden State game that we wasn't hunting Steph,
Yeah,
and normally LeBron always hunts Steph.
right.
And so I think some of this is like, that's another thing about playing some of these teams. How much of your playoff strategies
Are you
that
gonna
you
show so they
are
can
you gonna
adjust?
show? Yeah, you can't show your playoff hand either.
Yeah,
So because some of these teams you might end up meeting.
yeah. This has been an interesting end of the season, but also it's been dope to see the Lakers kind of live and take advantage, and we don't have to fight for that playing spot, and everybody run themselves into the ground trying to win them last few games. You know what I mean? Like, it feels very different.
Think about our mentality back in November and what we thought. If I had told you that, hey, Dave, by March and April, we're going to have Luka Doncic. And we're going to be battling for the third seed in the Western Conference. What would you have told me?
When you start smoking?
Like,
I'm like, ain't no way. I think every Laker fan like, ain't no way we gonna have Luka after the trade deadline.
Like, crazy. Like,
but we're in a good position, and it's the first year of many.
Yep. I said this is Powell 08.
Yep.
And then next year will be, because Lakers don't really need no major moves. They just need to go find a big.
We need another center. They need another big guy. That's it.
Another big guy, another quality center. And that's it. Nothing dramatic. Just bring these same guys back with a quality center.
Yep. So Tuesday I might do a post game depending on what the game looked like. But for sure we got to get on and do a even if it's like during the day or something, we for sure got to do a pre-playoff.
Yeah, we're on spring break next week, so.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to do it once we know the matchups. We got to do a playoff preview show.
Yeah, and I come there.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, I come there for spring break. I kind of chill a little bit.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Everybody, thanks for watching Worldwide Laket Talk. Thanks, Quincy, for joining us. We will see y'all next time. Go Lakers. This was a great weekend for us. And, let's see if we can keep it going this last week. We out of here.
It's about what doing it big or going home. I'm focused on my plan, in my mind in the zone. I wanna be one of the greatest that ever made it, one of the best that did it, coming with it. Understand this is all I think about, all I ever wanna do, all I ever work for. So ain't no giving up, and up to the limit.